Hey, look, it's live. I can bring this down.
And we're ready on intro.
Welcome back to Geek Out to say it's Friday and we're having fun. I can see the intro right now going on right now. It's pretty cool. And we have hopeful survivor Shawn Cortez. So back.
The crowd goes wild.
It's a little over a year since you've been on, right?
Yep, September 16th actually.
Wow.
Yep.
I feel like it's odd that you know that date specifically.
I just looked it up though.
I know. I was like, are you carrying that date in your heart? You're like,
Totally, man.
September 16th.
It was.
Everybody like my steampunk hat?
It was the day I thought I actually did something right about my channel.
You did a good job with your channel.
It was my first collaboration, so.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, you got to start somewhere. Might as well start with Vince.
I mean.
Vincent, what are you doing?
I think his camera was too high.
It's too low.
Wow.
Because you can't see the rest of my hat. And it's a special hat.
Okay, well, let Hopeful Survivor and I know when you're done looking at yourself and feeling pretty for the camera, and then we'll move on with the show.
Okay, I'm done.
Are you
I'm
good?
good.
Are you good? Are you better now?
So it's been over a whole year,
Yep.
and you've still been putting out a bunch of videos
Every Monday and Friday. Yep, it's been a really I want to say it's been a really bumpy road actually. I started off beginning of the year, every Monday and Wednesday videos, and live streaming every Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to compete with y'all, but didn't actually turn out because I stopped streaming after certain events happened in my life, and I went just to Monday and Friday videos for a while. I went through a really tough time actually during the past year, but that still doesn't stop me from what I like to do. So.
You've changed, physically changed, and you sound different.
Yeah, that's what people are telling me now actually, because I guess for the longest time, even before YouTube, I was going through a 2 to 3 year depression,
Mm-hmm.
a really deep depression, and something snapped one day, and I finally decided to do something different, and I started doing something I should have done a long time ago, which was take my medication. And because of that, I now have physical and sounding changes of my person.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have noticed it too. I've noticed the changes, so I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm just trying to get my life in track, but also try to do right by a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I think that's important, though, to share your story with other people, because sometimes people that have problems with depression you don't realize how many other people out there have the same struggles and the same problems with you. So I think that's the nice thing about YouTube, is it gives you this chance to tell your story, and it gives other people the chance to relate to your story.
Yeah.
And it's not always that you can see it happening to you, see it's happening to you because you're the one experiencing the depression, but sometimes we don't see it.
Yeah.
Because, and especially you were putting up a good front on your videos.
I was.
And
That's the power of editing.
It really is. It really is, man.
That's the power of editing.
2 hour editing, yeah, it can do that.
Yeah.
So, but I know, something the past month, or has it been a month? The past month, something happened in my life, and it just finally snapped in my head. I'm just I need to start getting better and making changes in my life so I can stay here longer for more people, because it's not fair to any of my friends if I'm not here. Because I went to my doctor, he told me something that I didn't like to hear, and he told me if I didn't do something about it, I wouldn't be here very much longer.
Right.
So
those are always hard things to hear about, right? And then to have to deal with,
it was tough.
Yeah.
So
is that what made you stop doing the live stream, or what made you kind of stop doing the live stream?
The live stream is actually something that happened way back. I stopped live streaming because I couldn't keep the scheduling right. Mm-hmm. Because back then I worked every Friday. So me trying to get off of work on time and get to the live stream on time, it was just tough. So because of that, I just stopped live streaming. I couldn't do it anymore. Like I think I live streamed for 3 weeks, and just something happened at work, and I couldn't keep up with the time.
It's a commitment. Like, people don't realize if you've decided to commit to it and it's something that you're going to do and your audience is starting to watch you, it's a commitment. You're making a commitment to them that, hey, I'm going to be there for you to watch me, and if you can't, then, you kind of have to sometimes make that decision to cut it loose.
Yeah, and there's some times where we go and, especially, like, during the holidays, that we're not doing...
and hopefully people understand that we're trying to be with family and stuff like that. So.
And we try to provide some, some content, but not too often. We just kind of like shut down for the holidays.
Well, your content is different from ours though, because you do predominantly video game content.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you Twitch also?
I started doing Twitch at the very start when I was doing the 24-hour thing for
the Extra
Life. Thank you. For Extra Life, and I didn't really get a big audience. Like I would stream for I think 2 months straight, and I would get nothing. So like I kind of stopped doing Twitch for a little bit, even though a lot of my friends are telling me to go back to Twitch to try it again. So I'm thinking what I might do is I might do random Twitch streams to see what would happen. And then if something starts happening, I might start doing like schedules.
Well, are you still doing where you're putting the shows on Twitch as well?
No, I'm not putting them on Twitch after that last thing that happened.
After the conundrum, you're not putting it on?
No.
So we haven't done anything on Twitch in a while either, because we were trying to do Wednesday night Twitch to get back into playing video games, and then Friday night the live stream, and then we had a little debacle with Twitch and some of the comments on there, and so I didn't realize you weren't putting it on Twitch at all anymore, because I thought, well, that kind of helps us grow our presence on Twitch, is having the show on there. So
yeah, like I know during one of the live shows when I was watching it, I think it was during not Angels, but it was someone, but I actually, instead of watching it on YouTube, I watched it on Twitch, and I was trying to read up all the comments on there and see what was happening, but not a whole lot of people comment on Twitch.
I think it just depends. I think it depends on how many followers you have and stuff. When we did there's a tabletop game, a Star Wars game, the Armada game, where you're the big fleet ships.
A ton of people watched that.
A ton of people watched that, and a ton of people commented on that because they wanted to know some of the play-by-play and some of the thoughts behind, because we didn't have everybody mic'd up, because we didn't have that kind of equipment. So kind of some of the thoughts of like what the players were thinking as they were doing the strategies and stuff. We did get a lot of comments on that. So I think it kind of depends on what you're doing. Will depend on whether you're getting kind of comment heavy or not.
This close to becoming whatchamacallits on Twitch.
Oh, affiliates.
Affiliates on Twitch.
I would like to get back to Twitch. Just don't put the comments up anymore, honey.
Yeah, well, they're down.
Oh, Twitch is down?
No, I've taken the chat down off of the thing, but I need to put something in its place eventually.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know the game I just released today actually is pretty popular on Twitch, so I'm thinking about doing that on
Which game is that?
Overwatch.
Oh, yeah, Overwatch is huge. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Overwatch.
Well, Vivian plays that.
Yeah, she does.
My second video on my channel, besides me introducing my channel, which was my first one, was the most cringiest video ever. My second video was Overwatch, and it was me and my friend Tim in my office room, game room, whatever you want to call it. We were switching off chairs because we didn't really have. It's not a split screen kind of game, so we just switched chairs to do it. And so that was such a bad edited video. It looks so bad, like. It's the worst. And then when I released mine today, it looks a lot better. Because of me actually learning how to edit and do a lot of better stuff with it. Like I'm able to make that video look so much better.
Isn't it great though to go back and like look at your videos and be like, oh god, I'm so glad it's better.
Yeah, because like when we started, like even before Colleen, we just did it in Google Hangouts.
So.
And it was good. It was good then. But have you noticed that? What have you noticed different about your, subscription or viewership since you've been changing?
A funny story is I had stopped doing my vlogs per se, my survival journals on my channel since after PAX South. Like I stopped it, and I moved it to a second channel, which was my Hopeful Vlog channel, and my Hopeful Vlog channel did actually pretty well, actually, surprisingly. And then I stopped Hopeful Vlogs, and I brought my survival journals back on my birthday, and my survival journals have been doing outstanding. Like my recent one at San Japan, the one I did, got 95 views.
Nice.
Since San Japan. My photo op one of San Japan got 104 views.
Nice.
And those went through the roof, and I'm just like, what is going on? So I'm hoping with Nerdvana, when I go there, I'm gonna hopefully see a change there. But because of those videos, my viewers have gone pretty well. Like my last couple of videos are in like almost 30 views.
So do you prefer to do those vlogging type? Because that's who we had on before. Our guests were talking about the vlogging, or do you prefer to do the video gaming?
I'm kind of in the middle actually, because I'm gonna be honest, my life is not that interesting to vlog every day. Like my life is
well,
not
they
that
don't vlog
interesting.
every day either.
Well, even then, like my life is like I can see, like I've watched all of Carlos's videos, and I've seen a couple of God, I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
I don't know. Now that you just did that, now I can't think of either of their names.
But I watch some of his videos, even though I don't know Spanish, and I was just like, man, they make theirs look so interesting. I want to be exactly like that, but I'm just like.
But dude, you work at Walmart, so you have got to have some of the best stories ever. Like you have got to have them Walmart stories.
I have so many stories.
We have a couple of comments. Black and Silver Diamond says hi, and Black and Silver Diamond says San Japan was great.
It was.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Like my vlog during that time was actually probably one of my favorite vlogs. Like I personally watched that thing like twice. It was so good. Like I was like, because of the whole thing I did with Vince and like all of the indie game things, it was so fun. And because I did the whole editing of the rewind editing, and that took so long. Like that vlog took me 5 hours to edit, if not more. Like, it was hard.
Yeah, I can't do any of that video editing. That is not my thing.
And that's one of the things that a lot of people don't know about is like the video may be only 5 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, but it's going to take you 5 to 9 hours just to get that out, just to get it edited right the way you want it to look. The
San Japan vlog is actually probably my third longest vlog, though. It's like 45 minutes. That's because there was so much going on.
Black and Silver Diamond says, the only interesting thing about me are my colorful comments.
But
at least you don't have the colorful comments that was left from the Twitch
Which
viewer,
made us stop doing Twitch.
Which made us stop doing Twitch for the show.
I need to hear this story.
Well, everybody just has to realize that because I'm an educator, there are just some things that can't be happening if I'm going to be on the show, if I'm going to continue to be on the show. Because first and foremost, I'm an educator, and I like my job as an educator. Yes, am I a geek? Yes. Through and through, hardcore. Yeah, I'm a super nerd. I was literally out at my school this afternoon with a butterfly net catching butterflies around my school. Like
I
a
saw
super
the
nerd.
nets.
Yeah. Yes, I'm a super nerd. Okay. So, but I want to be an educator and I want to stay an educator, and there's just some things I can't put up with. So when people want to come onto the comments and say things that are inappropriate, they could affect my future in my career, and I'm not going to put up with it.
Completely 100% agree. There was
We're not gonna take it.
I think I told y'all this a little while ago that I had that one comment that nearly it was during my depression at the time, but like it was this close to me actually just shutting down my channel. I was on the button.
You just can't let people. Yeah, I know it's hard, and it's really hard, and yes, but you can't let people's little comments.
I didn't. I didn't. I was on the button. I was about to click, and I'm just like, no, I can't do this. I'm not gonna let a comment get to me. I can't. So I'm gonna push forward, and I'm gonna continue what I'm doing. And ever since then, I've been
enjoying it.
I have. I honestly love what I do.
Adam says, hey everyone, I actually like the editing process. Takes a while, but I like making something out of a bunch of footage, but I'm wired.
Oh my God.
Black and Silver Diamond says, who went to MonsterCon last weekend?
I was working.
I didn't go. Or we did. Oh.
I mean, we've been to it so many times, it's just not... I just have a different view of cons. Everybody knows this about me, and I've just been to so many of those cons that for me there's nothing new. There's no benefit for me anymore. I've talked to all the vendors. I know a lot of them, so for me it's not a thing that I do anymore that I find any enjoyment
We see them
from.
all at the other conventions.
Yeah, I see them all the time. So,
But for me, I'm trying to get a convention run this year, so
yeah.
In just a little over a month, and it's Game Expo, and you should go and check it out, and it'll be fun.
Hopeful Survivor will be there.
He's going.
I'm definitely going.
So speaking of gaming, which is what we were kind of supposed to be talking about
Yeah.
tonight.
Diablo.
So is Overwatch the thing that you're playing right now? Like that's what you're dedicating all your videos to? Or are you going to be 100% Overwatch?
No, not 100% new. It's going to be 50-50 for right now. It's Left 4 Dead, which is a 360 game that I've played like a religion back in the day, and so I'm glad that I was actually able to borrow. Yes.
Right? Okay.
It's a pure survivor game, and half my name is Survivor, so I was just like,
Are you good
perfect.
at the surviving part?
I died once. I am decent at the surviving part.
That's good.
I'm getting better.
You're a heck of a lot better than I am, because
Yeah.
I would have died 27 times in the first 30 minutes.
Left 4 Dead is probably one of my favorite zombie games I've ever played in my life, especially Left 4 Dead 2. I'm actually looking forward to Left 4 Dead 3.
It just makes me sick when I play it.
It's a first person shooter.
First
Can't
person
play
So-
shooter. Black and Silver Diamond says, my Monster Con was interesting. How was your Monster
Ooh, do
Con?
tell.
Interesting.
Please.
Do
Tell us what
tell. We
happened.
would like to know the cheese man.
Very, very curious. But Overwatch is going to be on the Fridays.
So do you feel like, though, if you split your time between the games, that you don't give yourself a chance to be at that kind of expert level? Or
I mean,
are you concerned with even being at that expert level?
I'm not even really concerned because honestly, I play Overwatch just for the fun of it. Like me and my friend Tim Tranquil Bow. He's a really good friend of mine. He plays with me, and all we do is just play for fun. Like we're literally on there laughing our butts
Nice.
off. Like it is. Like we're just laughing at the game. Like we die. Like in my second video that's coming out, I think, and my third video that's coming out a couple of weeks from now. Like I have a death counter of how many times I died. I just have a death counter. I'm just like, this is perfect.
That game's pretty tough from what I hear.
Oh my
like,
god, it
super
is
tough.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It-
I don't think that's something I'm going to try in the near future until I get much better eye-hand coordination skills.
Diablo
and-
3.
If you do start it, I would suggest playing as Bastion to start off with. He's probably one of the best starter people to play with. That's who I play with currently.
Isn't there a monkey character? An ape or something? Can you be an ape? Or?
Yes, there is an ape character. I can't think of his name at the top of my head, but he's like in the very first part of like the, what's the word I'm thinking of, the intro of the video game. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can play him as him, but Bastion's a robot. So,
Very nice. So what are some of the new equipment that you've been working with?
well, thanks
Because
to
you've got new stuff.
I got on Christmas I got a new microphone, so I got a blue the Yeti microphone blue, can't think of the full name, and then I just had it on the desk for like the longest time, and so after Christmas I think like in January I bought the arm for it, the boom arm for it,
Right.
and so I've been using that so I doesn't hear the keyboard or the controllers like that. So I have that. I still have the Elgato. And now my new editing software is still Filmora, but my recording software is actually what changed. Thanks to you, actually. I now run recording on OBS, and
Oh,
it's
that's good.
so much better. I still have to get the framing down though. Like all the frames you have on yours, like all around here, like all the framing down. Like I gotta get
Just
better
get
at
all
that.
that taken care of.
Yes, because his looks so good that I'm just like, man, I feel such like a lackey right now. Oh my goodness.
So let me ask you a question, because I've been learning about this in college, about like visual impairments and auditory impairments, and I see that with your glasses look like you have a pretty good prescription there, right?
Yeah, they're tinted and everything because I'm colorblind. So
Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. So you're colorblind and you have visual problems. Do the glasses help you overcompensate? Like, does that ever play into you playing the video games? Or
there's been a couple of tough times where I couldn't play a lot of video games because of the fact that I couldn't see in the actual video game. But thanks to these, I can see a lot better now. I've had these for 3 years, and because of the colorblindness, it helps me so much. But there's actually in Overwatch, there has a video game colorblind setting.
Really?
to where you can actually go to it and you can fix the color blindness of it, and that has helped me. It's
Nice.
not very popular on YouTube. I don't care, but it helps me see everything, because originally I could not play it. I couldn't see
Well, that's
it.
what I was wondering. I had wanted to ask you about that and see if you had some difficulties with that. So that's really good that the developers, because I know that that's something that we just learned about as far as tabletop games. So I'm sure you've have struggled with tabletop games before
Yes.
too, because the colors blend and it's hard to tell on some.
Cool,
of
we
those
got some
things.
really cool comments. Black and Silver Diamond says, I can't talk about Overwatch without saying the wharf butt. What-
I have not gotten there yet, but I have heard of it so many times.
I don't know what.
Oh God!
and Black and Silver Diamond also says, I'm colorblind too.
Hey,
And it's weird because another one of our viewers, Doug, he's colorblind,
It's colorblind
as well.
too. So Black and Silver Diamond, do you use the colorblind setting on Overwatch as well? Do any other games have that you know
As
of?
far
or-
as I've looked into, there's only been one other, but I cannot remember the name off the top of my head. I think it was another zombie game.
Have you tried? Is there anything like I would have to do some research because now I'm kind of interested in it. Like settings on your TV or something that
There
could change?
are settings
or-
there are settings on the TV, but you have to get like really in detail with it, because like, you have to go to like 4 different settings to be able to get it right.
because of the hue and all those different colors and stuff.
My friend actually did it for me, and my friend Manny did it for me, so I can actually play a lot of my games now that I record. I can actually see them now. So, but like before, like I couldn't play Halo, I couldn't play Call of Duty, I couldn't play Battlefield, I couldn't play any of those games. So
Because too many of the colors are the same, right? And it just looks like a kind
big-
of a massive.
it's like a blob. pretty
yeah,
much.
like a big blob.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I actually couldn't even play Minecraft for the longest time.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Doug
sense.
says, true, I am handicapped.
That's all we meant, Doug. We
I
said
mean,
it was a visual
it's-
challenge,
It's
okay?
it's a.
I mean, it's a thing. It
Yeah.
really is, and I
Yeah.
don't think that people talk about it enough or even realize it. They just.
I think he told me last time that he wants to do like a GoFundMe for the glasses.
Those things are so expensive. My dad wanted to buy them for me, and I was like, Dad, do not worry about it. I've lived this with my entire life. I can deal with it. Because my dad was gonna spend the money to get me those. I'm like, Dad, don't do it. Save the money.
Look, I'm okay.
Like, I'm fine.
I got this.
I can do this.
And then for the other, is it just color blindness, or are you nearsighted or farsighted, or
I am farsighted,
farsighted?
so I can't like read any of that over there.
Right.
Yeah, I can't.
So do you have to sit really close to the screen when you play?
Nope. I have a very good setting for that. So my TV is, I guess, where this camera is, and I sit about where this shelf is. So I have a pretty good distance from it, but I have to sit kind of close because of my microphone. So
Right.
I have to like sit at least this logo, but I don't have to sit like right up to the screen to actually see it. So
Well, that's good.
yeah, it. But when there are things running at you from way in the screen, they're coming towards you, you can't see it.
I have a depth perception problem, so that's one of the problems that I have with video games, and I have problems when we go see movies too. That's why I can't sit like super close, because I can't see all the activity that's going on. If I'm super close, I have to be further back so I can kind of take it all in, and I still end up missing stuff. So I think that's some of the problems that I have with video games as well.
I actually prefer the back of the movie theater anyway, because it's just so much better to actually see the whole screen instead of like getting super close up and having to look up.
You're like,
It's so
I
bad.
hate that. It's the worst. Yeah, I hate that.
Doug says he makes up for it in other ways.
Oh, that's good, Doug. You're so special.
You're so special.
There you go, Doug.
And Black and Silver Diamond says, taste the rainbow. See the rainbow.
So now everybody's gonna start
Skittles.
licking their video games. Oh, well, video game tastes like red.
No, but when I was live streaming on my Facebook with Overwatch, a bunch of people were like, "It's so green." I'm like, "It's because I'm colorblind.
'Cause
I
I'm colorblind.
have to see it. It's like, because according to my friends, it's green and purple of what they see. What I see is the entire screen."
Right. So
So-
it doesn't matter what the color is. So I have to ask you a Walmart question since you're working at Walmart.
Walmart.
Wonderful.
Well, what I want to ask you about is the Super NES. So the little throwback console that came out today.
It's like-
Did you have like pandemonium at the store for it, or not so much?
Last night,
Really?
I wasn't there. A bunch of my friends who did work the overnight shift, though, like, they got swamped. Like, literally within minutes of it releasing, it was gone.
I can't believe we missed it again.
Did you get? I didn't want that one.
We wanted the other
I
one.
wanted the NES.
Yeah.
Do you want the other thing that's coming out? Did you hear Shawn and I talking? Hopeful Survivor and I talking about? Can I use your name? Sorry.
It's fine. They know my name.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't listening because I was setting things up.
The Atari.
Yeah.
Did you hear us talking about the Atari?
Oh.
That's coming out, I think, within, I said 6 months, yeah.
Well, we have an Atari like that.
I know, but it's just going to be like, I mean, our Atari's, I don't know. This one's going to be in a real wood case.
Yes, it's going to look so
And it's only
nice.
going to be sold on Indiegogo.
Yep.
I don't know, it looks pretty cool.
Wow.
So, what do you think of all these throwbacks? Because you're old enough to have been in the SNES
Yep.
generation.
I had one.
Yeah.
I was super happy. I love the SNES. Like, my favorite game on there was Donkey Kong Country.
Really?
Yes, I played that game so much, and when we got rid of it, I got super sad. I was like, no, my game! And I was... Because that's everything what started me on gaming was Donkey Kong Country.
What was the Donkey Kong game that had the little bongos? What was that? Was it
Oh.
Donkey Konga or something?
Yes.
Black and Silver Diamond says you guys should get me on Geek Out to say if you tell us who you
There you
are or contact us through Facebook.
Yeah, contact us through Facebook, and we will.
And we
totally
will. We'll
get
get you on there.
Because technically, I wasn't supposed to be on here
Because
this
we
week.
still
I
don't
just
know if Black and
contacted
Silver
them.
Diamond is male, female, or
Octopus, whatever.
octopus,
It
whatever,
doesn't matter.
platypus.
We don't care.
Nope.
If you want to be on the show, contact
and you
us
can
through
talk,
Geek Out
we'll get you on.
Yep.
Facebook. Yep.
And he says you mean the Atari box.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? It's called the Atari box?
Yeah, the Atari
Yeah,
box.
the Atari box.
Yep.
Yeah. So it looks fun.
It
I
looks-
like this retro stuff.
Is
coming
it
back.
HDMI? Or is it, what is it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a great
I'm not sure we
question.
looked at those specs. We were just
Nope.
like, I don't know.
it's just super old school, and I'm just like, I'm down for it because I love the old school video games.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people think because I'm younger, I like the new video games. Like, yeah, I like the new video games, but like my gaming started like 64, SNES, Atari, like Game Boy. Like those are my systems.
I'm straight out of Galaga, baby.
There you
All
go.
about the Galaga and the
Freaking
Centipede.
arcade. The arcade games.
I loved Centipede. That roller was the best.
Cinestar.
Oh, also on the little old cell phone games, the little snake game.
Mm-hmm.
I play that so much.
But I still have to play 4-person games so that other people can like do things for me. I loved The Simpsons, the arcade game where you could like be Bart and hit people with your skateboard. or
Greg
you could
says
be
he
Lisa
has
with
2 original 2600s and 100 cartridges.
Doug does?
Wow.
We're coming to visit.
Yeah,
soon.
Well, he's coming to get
Well, he's
next to
coming.
You should
Just
bring
all
him.
Bring your
like
stuff.
on the plane, right?
Bring your stuff. I want to play.
We're just
My
gonna,
dad bought me one when it first came out.
Oh,
We're gonna make Patrick just 3D print us all. The
see if it actually works. Just
we just want to sit there and
have
hold
to
it.
come up with a shorter name for Black and Silver Diamond. It's too long for it. Black and Silver Diamond says I go to Rick for arcade gaming. They have
Oh yeah,
Rage
I had some
Ball out
fun
there,
They
too.
had Rage Ball there. Yeah, we went with Angel to see the console for the Rage
Hey
Ball.
Fulgar. He's just saying,
oh, actually,
hey guys.
speaking of Rage Ball, they actually just released their Steam game today.
It was today.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was
yep.
today.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was
so
today.
you can go buy Rage Ball on Steam today and help out a local
At
San Antonio.
8 o'clock, actually.
Yep.
So,
They were doing some event too, weren't they? Or
It's
tomorrow?
no, it's today.
Today?
It's today. It's I can't remember where it was, but not Vince. I keep saying
Angel.
Vince. Angel wanted me to go, but I'm just like, I don't have a way there, and I have a pre-engagement, so I'm just like, I'm sorry, but
It's all the things and stuff.
I was getting invited everywhere.
Adams says Gallagher, yes. Doug
Oh,
says
Doug,
I hook
yes.
it up to a projection TV.
Oh,
Doug, you're so
And-
evil.
I'm taking the setup to cons.
do
And,
it! Bring it to
Do
Game
it.
Expo.
Black and Silver Diamond says my first console was the Genesis. Genesis was an awesome
Genesis
console.
was good.
Altered Beast.
Altered
Oh,
Beast
yeah,
was
it
the
was on
best
Genesis.
game ever.
And
Oh
Sonic.
my god, I loved
Sonic was
Altered
amazing.
Beast.
I love Sonic.
I loved Altered Beast. That was the best game ever.
I think Genesis was really ahead of its time
Yeah.
yeah,
for
definitely.
some of the stuff that they came up with.
It was funny because my friend down the street, he was the youngest of 4. So by the time we were like teenagers, his mom was in her late 60s. That woman could play her some Sonic. We would leave. We would go to school. We would come back. She would still be sitting in the chair playing Sonic.
Oh,
We were like, Mrs. Guy, get up.
I know a long time ago when I injured my toe, I was bedridden, so all I played was the 64, and all I played was Mario Party. That's all I played. Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario
Like,
64.
I want to go back to the days of Mario.
Boss Squad says power up. Hey Chris, how's it going?
Power up.
Long time no
Oh,
see.
oh. I like that Mario.
He says he
Maker
Black and Silver Diamond says he broke it
Mario
3
World
months
Maker,
later,
yeah,
the
that was a good
Genesis,
game.
after he got it.
He or she. You don't know.
Or she. I don't know.
Don't use pronouns. Just say Black and Silver.
They.
That person.
Broke it.
Black. They.
Them.
They.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, Black and Silver.
Really? How did
I
you
don't
break
know
it
who
3
it
months?
is.
It doesn't matter. They're a person talking about their thing.
Just them.
3 months later.
Them.
How did you break it 3 months later?
Man,
My parents. We were like
That
poor.
that
we were
one's
all
hard
kinds
to
of poor.
break.
Yeah.
it is.
We were
How do
all
you
kinds
break
of poor, so if you
You-
broke stuff,
you
you were
like-
out of luck for the rest of your dang
You
life. So
you
you
need
break
to jump from the
anything.
roof or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Run that over with your car or what?
They were playing it in the tub, maybe.
No, I bet it was
What
a
were you
rage
doing?
quit. I bet it was a rage quitting incident, right?
I have so many stories of me rage quitting.
But dude, you could rage quit, like, you could rage quit the Super NES and, like, bounce the controller and it would still work. Like, you could rage quit those games back then. Nowadays, you can barely blow on them and they break.
Yeah, on the Nintendo 64, I rage quitted and I threw my controller, and it just bounced off the wall and bounced back in my hand. I'm like, it's still good to play. Let's go. Like, it literally bounced off the wall and bounced
Stupid
back,
game, I hate
and I'm
you
just
forever.
like, okay,
cool.
I'm a guy.
Black and
So
Silver
now- so
Diamond's
I
a
can
guy.
say he.
Oh, okay.
okay,
Alright, well, if you felt like the need to say he, that's fine.
it's fine.
There, so now I was justified in saying he.
We gotta get you away from pronouns.
You gotta say.
You gotta practice
Why not?
non-pronouncing.
But there are male and female people.
I know, but people are just people. We're trying to level the playing field, remember?
Yeah.
Level the playing field. We just call each other by our names. You're Vince, I'm calling him that Shawn. Black
Well,
and
if
Silver
you don't
Diamond.
know their
done.
names.
Adam. Their name is Black and Silver Diamond. That's what they choose to go by.
Hopeful
Okay.
survivor.
Hopeful Survivor. You can still call me Colleen.
Yeah.
I don't go by anything special.
Even though, like, in the gaming world, like, sometimes you have to bring, like, a name out there.
Yeah.
Because my name everywhere now is Hopeful Survivor. Like,
People just end up knowing you by that. What was that annoying Star Wars game where it was like the AT-ATs and you had to shoot this one little square like on the AT-AT to like get past them? I could have sworn that was
Empire Strikes
an
Back.
Atari game maybe.
was it Empire Strikes Back?
Probably. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was like one little red pixel on the AT-AT, and then the AT-AT would move its head up and down, and you had your little ship, and you had to shoot perfectly right into that one red pixel to like kill the AT-ATs, and that was the only way to kill it.
That reminds me of a game I have. I don't think it's Empire Strikes Back, though.
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember it was frustrating. I hated that game. It frustrated the heck out of me.
No.
Okay.
The only game that frustrated me a long time ago, like, this is back when I think gaming was just getting its peak there, was when I first got on Mario Party. When I first got onto
I've never
it,
played Mario
I
Party.
couldn't do anything with it. Like, I sucked at it, and now I'm just pretty good at it. Like, me and
Is it just like the regular, like it's little worlds that you go through, jumping,
Mhm.
getting mushrooms?
no,
It's the same
no,
kind of thing, or is
it's
it
like
different?
it's like a board game in a video game. It's pretty cool, actually, and you have like little mini games you go through like in the actual game itself. It's pretty cool. It's like a whole board and everything.
Nice.
I like
never
it.
played that.
I like it.
Black and Silver Diamond says I should cosplay as Dave next to Japan.
As Dave
As Dave
Hinkin.
Hinkin.
Yeah,
couldn't
and then
do
everybody
that.
would make you do all of his work and you'd be miserable, so don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Being
The
the
way
con
he-
organizer is not fun.
No. No.
He puts on a good show, but it's not fun.
Yeah. No. I mean, he's a hard worker.
Yeah, he is a hard worker.
He's back and forth.
It would be kind of funny though. He would get tickled by it. He would get tickled if people did that. We should like put together a whole crowd of people, and then just call them Mr. Bald.
Mr. Ball.
Mr.
Mr. Bald. That's what our boys used to call him when they were little because they could never remember his name.
Really?
Yeah, because we've
Wow.
known him for a really long time. And so
It's
when they were
Chimera
little, he used to help with this con that we were part of, and the boys would go to San Japan and help out and stuff when San Japan was still smaller. And they could never remember his name, so they were like,
Wow.
you know, Mr. Bald. We're gonna go
Wow.
help Mr. Bald.
That's
I
incredible.
bet he doesn't know that, and he still doesn't because he's not watching the show tonight. So,
Point fingers.
so yeah, video games. I like them.
I
What
do
about
too.
you? What's the one video game that like frustrated the heck out of you? Like you were like,
Frustrated?
never want to play this. Like I'm gonna never play this again. Don't be like
I don't
that.
know.
Dead
No,
silence.
I know,
Just
he's
dead
rude
silence,
all the
man.
time, leaving Shawn and us to feel bad about
Mm.
I
ourselves.
don't know. I
Hmm.
don't know. I like playing
But
games.
I stopped playing Call of Duty 3.
Oh really?
Call of Duty
You're like
3.
over it.
It because it was I think it was World War II. It was based on, and I just,
Oh, you know. I got it. Max Payne. 'Cause that's when I realized-
Oh.
That I couldn't play first-person shooters.
Yeah, that game.
That
was-
made me sick as heck.
Really?
And I think that one made me sick worse than anything else because of all the camera angles.
Yeah,
Was that the one that
Max
was
is
in black and white?
No.
No, Max Payne was. I stopped playing that one too. Like I couldn't play that one either, but I didn't rage quit of it. Like I didn't get frustrated. I just stopped playing it.
You know what game I used to love for the Wii was this surgery like simulator game.
Surgery Simulator.
It wasn't called that though. It was something else, but it was a lot of fun. 'Cause you
ER
could-
doctor or something
like that, and you
Mm-hmm.
could use the Wiimote and you could cut the patient, and you had the little forceps and you could take stuff out and you had to give them a shot and you'd
Yeah.
irrigate and do surgery, and then they'd be like, "Oh, you were a good doctor, but not super great, and your patient is crashing." And then you have to go back in and like.
I don't think I've ever played that one.
It was a lot of fun. I liked it, I guess, because I'm a science nerd, so it like mixed the two things together. But I always thought that one was fun. I was like, "Look, I'm doing surgery." La 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 la.
Makes the best sense to me.
Oops, I killed my patient.
The only games I put on Wii was Wii Sports.
Oh yeah,
Like,
like tennis and stuff
Tennis,
was fun. That was fun.
bowling. Oh man, that was the best. Like I got a real workout with
I
that
miss
one.
playing the Wii. We should hook it up again. We
Yeah.
had Mario
down.
for the Wii, and my mom bought us. Like, they looked like old school Nintendo controllers, and you would snap onto the Wiimotes, and then you could play it like that.
My sister has those. Those are
Yeah.
the best.
That was fun. I used to like that. We haven't played that in forever.
So who wants to hook up the Wii right now and go play
The
it?
Wii, I
And
still
then
have
play
those.
Diablo 3. I can't believe we got ourselves away from that. We were literally addicted to playing.
We were addicted.
Diablo
like
3.
it was really bad. I don't know what happened. What stopped our addiction? The exhaustion of work stopped our addiction.
Yeah.
Addiction.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just more than we could bear because my eyes would get grainy and.
That's what video games do to you, man. Like I played Overwatch.
New Trauma Center.
Yes.
Trauma Center, yes.
That's the
Ooh.
one. It's good. You'll like it. It's fun.
I'll
You
have
should
to
play it.
I'll have to look it up now. That's pretty
That was
interesting.
from Black and Silver Diamond.
Thank you, Black and Silver.
Appreciate
yeah.
it.
It's kind of fun.
All right, I'm down. I'll look it up. I'm ready.
I have it in the living room, so we'll have to hook it up sometime when we'll play it.
Let's do it. Probably on a Wednesday
Yep.
when I get invited.
That'll be fun.
Oh,
down.
I'm so tired.
I know.
I own all the Sonic Riders for Wii.
Oh, Sonic
Cool.
Riders. That was such a good game.
I never played that.
I didn't play that one.
It was.
What is Sonic Riders? You
It's-
ride on horses?
No, it's kind of hard to explain really because I haven't played it in a while. But it's like I said, Diamond, please explain this to me because honestly, I haven't played it in years, so it's been a while.
But it was on the Wii.
Yeah,
I'll look it up real quick because
Are they on like cars or?
no, I can't remember. Like me and my sister played it back when she first got it, and I haven't played it ever since. Like I played it once.
Sonic Western? I don't know. I'm coming up with stuff. Maybe I might strike something.
Strike something. Back in Silver Diamond, you know this. You have it. Come on.
Do it. Tell us.
Tell
What
us.
is it? What
I
was
can't
it?
remember.
Tell us.
It's
What it
it's
was.
like if Sonic the Hedgehog was on like another world on a surfing skateboard.
Yes. Okay.
In a race kind of thing is what it looks
Oh,
like.
he's riding on a skateboard,
Kind of.
so he's faster.
Kind of what it looks like.
He's faster on
I
a
don't know.
skateboard than
I used to
on
like
his
that
feet.
little music on Sonic. What was that music? Besides the bring, but then there was the other
Oh, the
music.
little rings.
Yeah. And then it would be the music, and then it would be bring.
Hoverboards. They were
There we
They're
go.
hoverboards. There we go. It looks cute.
It was pretty fun when I played
Back
it
to
that
the
one
Future.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, it is like Back to the Future. So,
So,
are you going to do your Loot Crate, or are we going to do a separate Loot Crate video? I didn't get to ask you that before.
okay, I'll open it. But I was going to ask, so over the year, you learned some new things. What if a new YouTuber were to come and ask you, you know, what should I do right now? What
Honestly,
some advice.
the best advice I could give anyone is do what you like to do. Because honestly, when I first started, I started doing something I didn't like to do. Like, yeah, like I got into a couple of games here and there, but like Battleborn, it was a good game, but I didn't fully like it to that extent. So like I started recording that game, I didn't like it. I was very unhappy with all the videos that I placed on the game. So if
Did you try to play it because it was trending or something, or what?
it was trending when Overwatch came out, but I didn't want to do Overwatch because I didn't want to be with the crowd per se. So, like, if you're gonna start a YouTube, do something that you like to do. Start with something that you like to do. Like, if you like video games, start with a game that you know that you like to do. Like, don't go into all the trending things. Just play a game that you like. If you want to do vlogs, do vlogs that something that interests you that also interests other people possibly. But just do something that you personally want and like to do. Don't try and impress everyone else.
All right, Vince, you got 4 minutes.
Okay. So while y'all are making comments, I'm gonna open this up. I got the Loot Crate. I'm opening it up late, so I don't know what's in there, and I haven't been looking at any of the.
I don't know,
Things.
and then we haven't decided, but this might be our last one because.
Well, we said that last.
I know.
Yeah, you said that last time too.
But we might just go. We haven't researched any other ones, so I don't know.
What was it called? Nerdbox. I had that one. That was amazing.
Balance Corporation.
Nope. No clue.
No clue what that is.
I thought it said Wallace. I still don't know what it is, but.
Maybe like robot stuff.
Got me.
That looks weak sauce. Weak sauce.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's that full.
throw it
This
out.
is like Alien with the.
Here, give it to
Android
Sean.
in there.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's
Oh, it is
Disney
Alien.
R2D2 wooden model.
Oh, frustration for life.
Yeah. I know when I bought the little I keep saying Overwatch, the little
You're
A
Halo,
little robot pin.
the little Halo Warthog that came in like the metal pieces. Like, oh my god, that thing was frustrating.
Star Trek: The Next Generation, Mirror Broken, Origin of Data comic.
Those were too many words. Good grief.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
lot of
Why are
words.
there so many words in that?
And then yes, this Loot Crate was robotic. Yes, definitely cancel it.
Yeah, this was weak.
That was major weak.
Alright,
Like, there's so much
Pat-
robot
me-
stuff. Like, why can't we have Bender telling us to bite his shiny metal booty or something?
I like that.
Did you just rage quit that?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really
that
good
one
Crate.
really sucked.
That one was really awful. Yeah,
I
was
really
not
don't like that
happy
one.
with
So
it.
after the show, I had to get y'all into looking up some new ones because there are a lot of good ones out there that
Yes,
I know
remind us
about.
to look up a new one because
Cannot wait.
they have been really awful lately.
Yeah, Loot Crate's honestly awful. I'm sorry, Loot Crate, if you are ever gonna watch
Well,
it, you're
Patrick,
probably
you
not.
do one. You were doing one for the filament stuff, weren't you?
MakerBox.
MakerBox.
Yeah, they're still really good. They listened. They reached out to me on some of the complaints and, well, not really complaints, but comments I had. They're real attentive to it, and they've just improved. I mean, it's if you're new to the hobby, it's a great way to get some stuff in, different materials that you
Yeah.
can print with. All the
Sweet.
info's in there. They listen to their customers very well. So.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
Loot Crate had listened to us, and they had sent out some surveys and stuff, and people had been like, more T-shirts, which is good. And I don't know. I just
It's like those 10 Star Wars things that I never put together, and they're expecting me to put a wooden R2D2 together.
No, I'm good.
I love R2. Don't get me wrong.
I could
R2.
have. I'm gonna have Patrick just cut one out for me in a little bit.
We'll have a geek out essay video. Watch Vince and Colleen try to put wooden stuff together and
we'll
rage
just like
quit.
crush it.
Just like
Black and Silver Diamond says Fidget Spinner Con is a real thing, no joke.
no.
And he also says we need a Chris Chan loot crate. Who's Chris Chan?
I don't know who Chris Chan is. That went over my head.
That's
Yeah.
That was too geeky for me.
That's just funny.
who's Chris Chan?
No idea. I just laughed because I was just like random person. Great. What?
I kind of like this.
Oh, is it the Blade Runner shirt?
It's a Blade Runner shirt.
I told you it said Wallace Corporation.
Is it Wallace? That would be cool if it's the Blade Runner. That would be the
It's like
only.
he likes Blade Runner.
That would be the only thing.
And he was through
Oh,
it.
it is Wallace because I saw a V. It was like.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Blade Runner. I thought it was boring, which means that I'm not allowed to be friends with
And
anybody.
from what I hear, this sequel
The sequel looks good.
is better.
Well,
than
God, I
the
hope
original.
so. Can't be worse. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna try to be.
You're just a hater.
I am. I'm filled with haterade. All right, new format.
New
Yep.
format. We're at 45 minutes, so hope you
Shorter
liked it.
show.
But
This is pretty cute. I'm gonna
Chris?
put it together.
Chris,
Sean.
Sean, we're
Hopeful.
just talking
You
about
know
Chris.
who anybody is?
Hopeful.
Hopeful Survivor.
Hopeful.
Shawn Cortez from
Yep.
Hopeful
Hopeful
Survivor.
Survivor.
Yeah, yep.
Thanks for checking us, coming and hanging out with us again. It was a lot of fun. We got to play some more games together, and
Yeah.
we'll be
Gaming for
there
life,
at
baby.
Geek Out Game Expo. I'm having a brain fart right now.
Major
Vince
one.
needs to go night time.
I actually do because tomorrow morning you can go see me at the Mission Library here in San Antonio, and I'm going to be a human book. I'm going to be part of the Human Library
I think that's a really
program.
fantastic.
That's really
That's
cool.
really awesome.
So you can actually go down to the Mission Library and check me out for 20 minutes.
And you get a little history too, because it's where the Mission Drive-In used to be, and now there's a library there, so it's kind
And
of
from
like
what I
a
hear,
cool
it's like
experience.
it's really awesome
Yeah.
facility.
Can't wait to go and see you there tomorrow.
I can't wait to go.
So it'll be fun. So check it out. Look at them, embrace your selfies. I hear good things about the sequel as well. Bye, guys. Have a great day. But definitely check us out. If you haven't subscribed to us already, please subscribe to us.
Subscribe.
If you like this video, give us a thumb up. If you didn't like us, give us a thumb down. But if you give us a thumbs down,
Tell us why.
tell us why.
Yeah.
We'll do something better. But thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen. That's Patrick. Subscribe to Hopeful Survivor 2.
Oh, and also Patrick on 3D Studio,
Nolan 3D.
Nolan C 3D Printworks.
You
Yeah,
messed that
it's
up.
I got it.
We'll put it all in the chat later.
But I'm Vince, Geek Out SA.